Hello there. Good morning. Happy day. This is Janet with Janet and Patches, and we're going to continue on encouraging you to this thing called persistence. And that is where so many kind of capitulate because they see it, they feel it, but unfortunately, the 3D comes in, and they're motivated by time. Well, I don't see it, and um, just negative things from the past just keep on rising up. And that is when we really develop, we really do a lot of character development. I know sometimes we don't like that word, but we do a lot of character development, and we really strengthen who we are, because it is going to, I know, I call it my happy place, but you have got to find, when you have those times and those emotions and that you just, well, I don't see it, and well, I don't feel it, and and everything looks contrary to what your dream or to what your desire is. We got to go back to your desire. Where did it come from? It came from within you. God puts his goodwill and desires within you. It's your dreams. It's your imagination of what you want to do and be. Those are all God given. Think about it. When you just breathe, where do you get that air? Where is that coming from? That's from God. What about your heart beating, the beating of your heart? What is that? Where did and how, what did it start? It came from God. It pumps because of the life force that is you, that spirit being in you. With that being said, you are the fractal. You are the creation of God. You are the dream of God. So if you are the dream of God, then you have his dreams, your dreams for yourself. And I know some of them are just amazing and fantastic and really out of this world, and that's great. Some of them, we start out, where we're at, and we go from dream glory to glory. We develop to some things that are bigger. Everybody is so uniquely different, and we all have uniquely different desires and dreams, and they're all wonderful because they're all grounded. They're on this foundation of love, unconditional love. You are unconditionally loved. Nothing is impossible because faith comes by love. Love, unconditional love, is the foundation of everything. And that's why I do stress. Love yourself. That is, your self-identity has got to be rooted and grounded on who you are. That self-love, that self-identity is God. That self-identity of unconditional love, nothing missing, nothing that is your truest nature. Anything outside of that is just this crap that the 3D world that we have believed in. But it's not you. You are a supernatural being. You are the reflection of God, of divinity, and is learning how to step into that and live from that. And that, I know it sometimes it can be mind-boggling, but the fact of the matter is that you are divinity. That is your essence that will live on forever and ever and ever. This stuff, we've gone over this before, it's flesh and blood, but you are spirit, and this spirit being is what is being birthed in you now through your realization of the truth of who you really are. And your dreams and desires, they're so much bigger and greater than reality. Most people will say, well, you're delusional. And I say, yes, I am, but I'm happily delusional. I am divine health. How that is so great. They go out there, oh, COVID, the flu season, oh, you need this prescription and that. And I'm going, wait a minute, that's not me, because my spirit man does not get sick. How can it? It's pure, it's holy. It does not, it cannot. It's this thing here that we are learning to infuse our light, to infuse our divinity into every single cell and atom in our body, so that we are the very cells of our being is divinity. Those cells are full of love, light, life, and laughter. That's who we are. That's what our cells are. And the more and more that we acknowledge that, the more and more our bodies and our minds are being filled with that love, that light, that life, that health, and that joy of the Lord, which is our strength. So what do we do when we go kind of like downhill? Okay, it's not you. It's just the old nature that is trying to kind of get you back out, because it doesn't like this. The ego doesn't like being acknowledged. It doesn't like all of that. It wants to rule and reign again. That's the ego. That's the old nature. That's the old, habit, the old way of thinking. But now we go to this place where, and so it is. If you have problems, you got to find out. You got to work your own self out. You have to be responsible for your own divinity, for your own self. And the way you do that is by finding, that place, those words, that when you're down in the dumps, where you can encourage yourself in the Lord, because you are the Lord. You are that fractal of God. So my thing I share with you, but you still have to work out your own salvation. You have to work out your own peace. And it is, I go to that take those deep breaths, and I go to my happy place, and I go to, I love you, I love you, I love you. But I also go and I remember, I bring to my recollection my dreams and my desires. I just go, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Because in that, you're just building up your faith, and so it is. You're affirming it to yourself. And that is what is so important, is that you affirm it to yourself, who you are, and your dreams, your desires, and so it is. I've got the biggest dreams and desires that, shoot, man, I'm shooting for the moon, and if I land on the stars, I'm still bang, I'm still going to see all of it. I'm still going to, why? Because I am the I. I gave these dreams, these desires to myself. That's the God in me, my consciousness. The things that I desire, that I'm aware of. My consciousness is God, and that is what I'm focused on. I'm focused on those dreams and those desires. And so it is, and so it is. And so I hope this has helped you, strengthened you, encouraged you, that, even though you're not, we're in this world, but we're not of it. We're operating in a different dimension, the spiritual world, even though we feel like we're very much still connected to the 3D, which is a bunch of garbage. Okay, we are in this world, but we're not, because we have woken up to our spirituality, our divinity, who we are. So those dreams and desires are part of who you are. You came into those worlds, created to be those dreams and those desires. And so it is. And so it is. And so have a great and wonderful day. I pray this was an encouragement to you, because I absolutely love and adore you. I have all the faith and confidence in you that your dreams and desires are. And so it is. And so it is. So until tomorrow, mwah, I love you. You have a great and awesome day. We'll see you later.